What is up, YouTube? This is Barn on 11970, and as always, I thank you guys for watching my video. All right, guys, I'm going to keep this one a little short because I want to explain something to some people, this might make you rethink things as far as taking what's going on in the world seriously. I get people all the time that email me, or friends or family, or wherever on the street, say things to me like, well, you're taking this too seriously, you should just go out and have fun. Now, that is nice advice, and I can understand why people would say that. But let me put it in a perspective and see how you would react in the scenario. And God forbid this ever happened. Let's say you have children, and one day you find out your children didn't come home, and you're frantic to find out where they are, and days go by. No word. You call the police, they can't find them. Now, let me ask you something. After a certain period of time, would you just say, well, they're gone, nothing I can do about it, so I'm just going to go out and have fun? Well, if you do, how much of a loving parent could you really be? I can almost guarantee that if you found out your child, and like I said, God forbid it ever happens, if your child is missing, a good, loving, caring parent would probably spend every second of every day out on the streets trying to find them, or going to newspaper articles to print out, pictures of the child, going to police, going to detectives, going all over the place, and putting their lives on hold to make sure they're found. That's kind of how I feel about this stuff. Now, I understand the easiest thing to do for all of us is to just ignore the problems and hope they go away, and say things like, okay, well, let's all have a great time, and if the world ends, we'll worry about it. That's what they want. I mean, Nero fiddled as Rome burned. Did it save Rome? We need to understand something. There are people like myself who have a lot of passion in this. And I don't mind sacrificing some of my happiness to potentially help, even if it's a minute part of getting information out there that could potentially change any part of the world. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say what I'm doing is going to change the world. But if I awaken one person, and they awaken one person, and they inform another person, and then slowly but surely we all end up waking up and realizing that the governments are doing these things two reasons only. Either they're incompetent, or they're doing it on purpose. And if we haven't learned right now by Cyprus that they could just steal your bank account, close it off, prohibit you from getting your money, and you can't do anything about it, this can happen anywhere in the world. And if you don't think it can happen to you, then you're somebody that's going to wake up one day to find out in a very bad way that you could have been mistaken. And I'm not ready to take that chance. So I understand a lot of people out there, they want to party, they want to drink, they want to have fun. Like the Britney Spears song says, keep on dancing till the world ends. Well, you know what? I don't want to be one of those people. And you know what? My wife and I are very happy together. And we're happy when we are together no matter what I'm doing, and she supports what I'm doing. So we could just pretend nothing's wrong. We could all do that. Go out partying tonight, have a great time, get drunk, do all these things and not care. But meanwhile, behind the scenes, your government is stealing all your money and creating new ways to slowly kill you. Now look at what they're doing about passing that Monsanto Act, where they don't have to label genetically modified foods. Do you think they're doing it out of incompetence, that they don't know this stuff is bad? Like the mercuries and flu shots? You don't think they know this is bad? So it's either one of two things. Like I said, either these people are incompetent, which is really bad, or the people are doing it on purpose, which is even worse. Lesser of two evils is still evil. So I understand there's a lot of people out there that will say things like, Chris, you take this too seriously. Well, you know what? I guarantee you, if you, and God forbid it ever happened, if you found out your child was missing, I don't think after a certain couple of days you would just sit there and say, well, the hell with it, I'm going to go party, because there's nothing I can do about it. That's kind of how I am with this. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. I choose to do it. I don't mind sacrificing some of the old habits I used to have of going out and partying and pretending, I can't make a difference. One ant does nothing. A million ants can kill you. You decide what part you want to play. If you want to have fun, go have fun. but please don't complain that the world is unfair if you choose to do nothing to try and change it. Now, like I said, I don't suggest that what I do and say changes the world, but I guarantee you this, I have a much more impact by doing something than doing nothing. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, and for all of you out there, have a happy Ishtar. And if you don't know what that means, I suggest you look it up, and then you'll really realize what Easter is all about. Peace!